Hello, we back. Okay, this is the Mocha Vets Detox Show. I am Dr. Morris with Botanical Vet.
I am Dr. Armstrong, the Modern Vet.
We are here with another thrilling episode, really part of a maybe four-part series of So You Want to Be a Vet?
Part one. Now we can spend like a lifetime talking about this. We decided to just break it down into digestible chunks for you guys. And we understand that, of course, people who are watching this are going to be at different stages of where they are in life, what they want to achieve. So this is going to be for our pre-vets. So you're in high school, you're in college, and you want to be a vet. What do? What's your first step? Lost. We'll help you get found.
Exactly. Yes. So I guess you start with your love of animals.
Mm-hmm. I knew when I was a little girl.
Exactly. But how to manifest that into actually real life career journey for you. So the basic thing is start with your research, figure out location, where you want to go, what are the requirements. But what you'll come to find is that a lot of requirements are basically the same. Okay, heavy sciences is what we're looking at. You don't need a degree, a bachelor's degree, but it's highly recommended. Mm-hmm. It will kind of help your application stand out amongst the other students.
Right. Reason being is the admissions committee, they like to know that you can handle a rigorous workload. So yes, they want you to have everything done as much as possible, including the courses that are recommended, not so much required. Because again, if they see that you can handle it and do really well, then that gives them a better idea of how you'll be able to handle the curriculum in vet school.
Exactly. So diving right in. If you're looking for a way, you're trying to get there the quickest, you don't care about the bachelor's degree, cool. When you're in high school, you have dual and you have AP classes. If you're like, okay, I just need the prerequisites for the English and things like that, you can take them there at a community college or at your high school, get the credit be done. Or you can just head straight to a university. And honestly, I don't want to be biased, but I'm team bio. So you get everything you need for vet school with a biology degree and a chemistry minor, okay? And then you are very well prepared for the structure of vet school because those first 2 years are going to be heavy science. Organic chemistry 1 and 2 with the lab, biochemistry with the lab, and then
biology.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, microbiology.
Yeah.
You will need that one. Anatomy, physiology. You're also going to need statistics, and I think calculus or pre-calculus, one of those. So just get loaded up on all of that. Mm-hmm. Aim for a high GPA if you possibly can. I can't say there's any animal science requirements.
No, not necessarily. But of course, if you can get some in there, that'll be great. But it's not like an absolute, right? Reason being is because they will definitely supply that to you when you're in vet school. But again, if you can, whatever you can get, it'll suffice. So let's just say, Dr. Morris, you have a kid in high school and they're like, I want to be a vet. I don't know where to start. What do I start doing? What would you recommend?
I would recommend volunteering. Be more well-rounded in your volunteering. So at a shelter would be fantastic. At a specialty clinic would be good. Even if a private clinic or corporation, just so you can get your feet wet in different sectors of veterinary medicine and see if you would like it. Because this is not no clean job, okay?
Not for the faint of heart.
You in the trenches.
So it's funny too, trying to, as a high schooler, trying to get as much experience as possible. We know that depending on where you are living, you may, what your socioeconomic status is, you may not have that luxury of just going to a clinic down the street, you know what I mean? So for people who are in, say, underserved areas, and if you're still interested in veterinary medicine, don't give up. I would recommend, obviously speaking with your parents, and, doing a little research and just find 1 or 2 clinics. Explain to them what you want. So, hey, I'm in high school. I really need experience, but I don't know where to begin. Can you help me? I can start with volunteering, things like that. It may not be a job, but it could be 1 or 2 hours a week. maybe hopefully more than that. And then, just something to get your foot in the door. Any other tips?
That would be about good. I mean, I guess for me, I didn't really have that opportunity until undergraduate and college. And I was like a part of the pre-veterinary club at Prairie View A&M University. I was a president, and we were like, all right, guys, we're gonna start a mentorship shadowing program. That's how I got my hours. I was like, we're all gonna go on the list first, and then we got hours. Cool.
Yeah.
But that's kind of how it happened, because I just didn't have the opportunity to have the shadowing experience where I was at. And always just try to reach out to the local ones if they are there, if possible.
It's funny you brought that up about like trying different things because you didn't have the opportunity to, do it the traditional way. So that raises a good point, because let's just say you can't do it for whatever reason, no opportunity, or you can't get a ride there, or just whatever. There's just a barrier. It's probably time to be a little creative then. So, maybe you and a couple other like-minded friends can say, hey, maybe we can start our own pet sitting company or something like that. Or, you know what I mean? Maybe I can help Miss Jones down the street with her dog, take her dog for a walk every now and then. Whatever you can do to say, I didn't have the opportunity to do it the traditional way, but I still tried my best, right? To put my hands on a dog, to put my hands on a cat, to, just create something to make it work for me. And I think the admissions committee would love to see something like that. And it's a start. It's a start.
Mm-hmm. Listen, that's a fantastic idea, honestly, because it says, oh snap, not only did you realize that you didn't have the opportunity, you made a way when there was not an option for you.
Exactly.
So that's definitely showing strong will, determination, ambition, all of that.
Absolutely. And as a high schooler, I mean, again, talking to your parents, like you can absolutely have a little gig on the side. So the same way you have kids out there mowing lawns and washing cars, you can put something on like, hey, dog wash on Saturdays. Or again, I'll go walk your dog for you. I'll go play with your dog for you. You can give me a little something, but I'll
hey, you can make a lot of money like that.
You can. So don't let the obstacles defeat you. All right. Find a way around them.
Exactly. Do all of that. You do your thing. You're ready to say, okay, I'm ready to go ahead and apply. You have the VMCAS system where you can apply to all the different types of vet schools that are offered. I think it's like 29, 30 or so, with a few newer ones now in the US. You also have some international ones in the Caribbean island, Amazing. You'll love your time there. Yeah. But and then you pick, of course, you gotta pay. You probably gotta spend a few $100s depending on which ones you want to go to. Right. And then for some, you may not get in. Understand you have tens of thousands of students applying every single year, and there's only a handful of schools. It might not happen, right? Every class is pretty small, maybe 100, maybe max 200 if you get lucky, depending on the school. Right. So reapply again. Go back for a secondary, master's program degree to make your application a little bit stronger.
Dr. Morris, how can I, as a pre-vet student, how can I increase the chances of me getting in the first time? Because I don't have that kind of money to keep reapplying. Or, you know what I mean? How can I be competitive when I'm going against kids who have all these resources? What do I do?
Well, you better make a really bomb letter, okay?
Oh yeah.
Put everything you have into that essay, okay? Talk about diversity, talk about the trials and tribulations of your life, what you come up against, your will to succeed regardless of whether you get in or not, or then just be open-minded,
Right. Absolutely.
A lot of schools, you can go to any of them.
Yeah. And yeah, that's very true. And so I think, as you said, the personal statement, basically pour your heart into it, but make it genuine, because they can read right through those crocodile tears. You know what I mean? So make it genuine. But again, it's a matter of, of doing everything that you can, despite the obstacles, the circumstances. So like we talked about, making a way as far as doing dog walking or whatever. Some might say, well, how do I get the health experience if I don't have a clinic? That's where maybe you find a farmer. If you're, depending on where you're living, say, hey, can I come help you on your farm? Can I help you with your horses? Right? Maybe calling up mobile vet clinics and say, hey, whenever you're in my area, can I just shadow you for the day? You know what I mean?
Hold on, because they left my door open.
Oh no.
Close my door when you come in here, Jeremiah.
This would be a perfect opportunity to provide a link to one of the Facebook groups you started.
Oh,
Girl, you had to look around like, wait, which one?
I was like, which one is that one? I do have the one for the Black, yeah, the Black Veterinary Enterprise, because that's for everybody.
What about the student to doctor? Or is that the student to doctor? Is that more for students who are already like students?
That so it was doctor to doctor was more that. I mean, I haven't done anything in a while, so it definitely could be augmented.
Yeah.
So yes, if you want to know more about, I think I need more help, I might need a little bit more support, more resources, we got the hookup for you. Please feel free to look down below for more information. We do have the student to doctor program set up that really kind of helps facilitate you through the beginning, through the end process. And so it even covers once you've made it over the hump to vet school and then graduated and then you're trying to get out on your own, we can help with that too. Because imposter syndrome is real. You don't want to do something by yourself.
Exactly.
So yes, stay tuned for that and get more information if you would like.
Yes. All right.
That is all for what you would need for our first episode of the series of You Want to Be a Doctor, Want to Be a Vet. Stay tuned for our second part of You Made It. You're in vet school. Now what?
Now what? Exactly. And remember, for more information, if you guys need any help and want to inquire, definitely look below. You're going to see the link to the Student Doctor Facebook group, our email address. All right, guys. See you in the next video. Bye.